Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence, these guys don't lack.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
We live for this.
Touchdown, Packers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Packers take the opening kickoff all the way back to score the Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Packers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. A nice dart, picks up the first down, and then some.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 21-0 our score after 1. Second and 4.
No, are you serious?
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Oh, man, no.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it is 28-0. McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. While the Trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. He cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line down the numbers. There he goes. 20.
Come on now.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. McCann now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. McCann's got it teed up. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And Carr's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
McCann for the point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carr now on first down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr to throw again. He'll get this one to Patrick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did him a work. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off around the 37 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
McCann now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
He comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw his car. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
An offense reads blitz. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the 41, Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A check down here to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And this is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers continue to roll. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah,
I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Right now.
To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Check 59,
From the gun, it's Carr. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
McCann for the point after.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy is so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked on by Jair Alexander. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the product of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal. He would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 29, Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Stokes.
Make it happen!
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Super Bowl champs, the Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.